Biblically Centered Kids.
Hello and happy Sunday, everyone. Today is March 17th, 2024, and my name is Mr. Johnny, and we are super excited that you are here joining us on the Biblically Centered Kids podcast. I'm sure most of you know we have a pretty fun national holiday today. Does anyone know what today is? Are you wearing the right colors? Today is St. Patrick's Day. I'm sure you've heard of it before, and you probably, like I said before, are hopefully wearing green today. But do you even know why it's a holiday that we celebrate? Okay, so Patrick was born in 385 in the modern-day town of Dumbarton, which is in Scotland. When he was 16, he was captured by barbarian Irish pirates.
Shiver me timbers.
Which are probably a little bit different than your stereotypical pirate, but still pirates. And he was forced to be a shepherd and a farm laborer. After he did this for 6 years, he was a slave for 6 years, he escaped. And during his captivity, his Christian faith grew and grew and became stronger and stronger. And then once back home, he became a priest and he felt burdened for his captors, meaning the pirates who actually captured him. He started to feel a burden for them. So he returned to Ireland with a mission. He wanted to see the people of Ireland converted. With persistence, Patrick saw even the king convert and be baptized. Patrick planted a lot of churches and was known as the Apostle of Ireland. Pretty crazy, right? Now, do any of you play the pinching game on St. Patrick's Day? When I was a kiddo, if you weren't wearing green, you got pinched. If you weren't wearing green, that just meant people had permission to pinch you. So I really hope you have green on today. And happy St. Patrick's Day. We also have a pretty awesome birthday today. And this one is very, very personal to me and Miss Danika because it's our son. Today is Everest's birthday, and he is turning 6 years old. Happy birthday, buddy. You know your mom and your dad love you. So do your brother and sisters. We all love you so, so much because you bring so much joy into our life. And we love having you in our family. And we hope that this is a great, memorable birthday that you can remember for a long, long time. Happy birthday, buddy. Okay, now it's time for us to move along to our draw along. Do you remember what story we discussed on Thursday? That's right, we talked about Jesus and the woman at the well. So today we're going to draw a picture of this story. So do you have your drawing supplies ready? If you can, like I've said before, I recommend drawing with a pencil so you can erase anything you'd like. And then once you get the picture in a spot that you like, you can go in and outline it and color it in and make the picture really, really come to life. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of music right now so you can run and grab your paper and drawing supplies if you haven't done that already. Okay, see you in a minute. All right, are you ready to go? So like I said, we're going to be drawing the woman at the well with Jesus. So just to give you a quick overview of what I'm thinking about this drawing is we're going to have obviously Jesus and the woman at the well and the well. So I'm going to have Jesus sitting on a rock just so you can kind of get an idea in your mind. Okay, so I'm going to have my paper landscape, okay, meaning sideways, not up and down vertical, but landscape. Okay. And I'm going to have on the left side the woman at the well. She's going to be sitting there, and she's going to be holding kind of like a pot or a vase in her arm that she fills up with water. And then in front of her is going to be Jesus sitting on a rock. And then next to him will be the well. Okay, so just so you kind of have an idea of where we're going here. So first, we're going to draw Jesus in the middle of the page sitting. Okay, so you can imagine you're going to be drawing his full body, but when you get down to his waist and his legs will be like he's sitting on a rock. Okay, so I'm going to start by drawing his face. So for his face, I'm just going to draw, for those of you who have been on here, you can obviously draw his face however you want, but I'm just going to kind of keep it simple. So I'm just going to draw a general round shape, and knowing that he has a beard, I'm going to make sure I leave room for his beard. So I'm going to draw his face. Okay, come down. to give him a nose, his eyes, eyebrows. So, and I'm going to have him have kind of long hair too. So at the top of his, I'm just going to give him some long hair coming down. And then on the other side, some more long hair coming down. And we're going to give him his beard if you haven't done that already. All right, I'm going to give him a smile. All right, so we have Jesus there. He's got long hair. He's got a beard. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw the rest of him. I'm going to draw his neck. Now I'm going to draw him sitting. So I'm going to draw his shoulders on both sides of his neck coming down, just kind of normal, like his arms are at his side. And then on the left side, you can kind of go all the way down and then draw where his legs would be kind of coming out like they're sitting and then coming back down where the knees are. And you can kind of just go across to the right, enough space to where you would draw two of his feet, and then back up. And now I'm going to have his arms kind of resting on his knees, so if you can imagine doing that. So wherever you have his knees, I'm going to draw his left arm kind of coming out, and then have his hand just kind of drawn there on his knees, and then same thing with his right arm. Draw his hand. All right, just kind of connect everything together. Might even give him a little sash, a sash like a little banner kind of going across his chest, just to symbolize that this is in fact Jesus. All right, now I'm going to maybe give him a little belt. And then I'm going to draw his feet. You can draw him wearing sandals or barefoot or shoes, whatever you want. All right, so I have Jesus there. He's in a sitting position. You can kind of, if you want to embellish it, you can add maybe some lines to his robe, just to kind of give it a little bit of texture here and there. All right, now he's going to be sitting on a rock. So this is going to be a pretty, obviously, simple shape. Okay, so just behind him where he's sitting, just kind of draw a big rock coming out and then going down to the ground and then coming up and going all the way over to his legs. And then you can kind of give the rock maybe a few jagged lines just to kind of give it that classic rock look. All right, so that's Jesus. How does your Jesus look? Mine looks okay. He looks okay. All right, now we're going to draw the woman at the well standing behind him. Okay, so give yourself enough space between Jesus and the edge of the paper to draw the woman at the well. So first I'm going to start by drawing her face. And of course, so she's standing, so her head will be higher than Jesus is since she's standing up. So I'm going to draw just her round face. And I'm going to have her wearing a headdress. So I'm going to draw her round face, so completely round. Maybe you can have a little bit of hair coming out on the top of her head. And then I'm going to draw her nose, her smile, her eyes, eyebrows, maybe an ear or two. So I have kind of her face. I'm actually going to just leave it at that and save her headdress for last, since her headdress is going to go behind her body. So we'll draw the things, more in the foreground first. But I am going to draw her neck. And now I think I'm actually going to draw the jug of water that she's holding. So you can draw this however you want. You can just draw her holding just like a general bucket, but I'm going to have her kind of holding it in front of her. So my jug is going to be kind of round with a spout coming out of the top and then a handle on the side. So she'll have one of her hands on the handle of the jug and then the other hand kind of on the underside of the jug. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw the jug now. So I'm just going to kind of draw just kind of a round shape in front of her. And then a spout coming out of the top with a little lip on the top. Okay, perfect. It can be very, very simple. And then just a handle on the far side, closest to the edge of the paper. Okay. So on that handle, I'm just going to draw 4 fingers, like holding onto the handle. And on the underside, you can just draw a little bit of a hand on the underside of the pot, just to symbolize that there's a hand down there. Okay, so you kind of have the pot, her hands. So I'm going to draw her shoulders, kind of coming down, and then the arm coming down on the right side to meet where that hand is. and then the shoulder, and then the arm coming down to meet where that hand is. Just kind of give that general, like she's holding the pot of water, okay? She's actually wearing kind of like a long dress robe type thing, so the rest of her body is going to come straight down and then go across just like a robe or a dress. And then I can draw her feet or her shoes. I'll also give her a belt going across her waist. You can draw a little tassel if you want. Okay, so there she is. She's there. She's holding the jug of water behind Jesus. And now I'm going to give her a headdress. So similar to maybe what hair would be, just on the top of her head. It's just going to kind of come down both sides, about halfway down her body. And you can just kind of connect it as if it's just behind her back. All right, there we go. So that's the woman at the well holding her jug of water, standing with Jesus. And so now we're going to draw the well. So this is going to be pretty easy. So do you know what a cylindrical shape is, or a cylinder? Like a paper towel roll, that's a cylinder. So if you have that shape in mind, so you know the top of it's round and it's, you know, like a tube shape. That's similar to what we're going to do with this well, but just imagine it being a little bit wider and shorter, and that will be our well, okay? So next to Jesus, I'm going to draw the bottom of the well first. I'm just going to draw a slightly curved line for the bottom of the well. However big you want the well to be, just do the line. And then on the edge of each side of the line, go up about as tall as you want your well to be on both sides. And then try to match the curve you did on the bottom of the well at the top. So just do a curved line that connects both of those lines. Okay? So that's the front of it, but we're going to kind of give it a little bit of depth and dimension. So we're just going to make an oval shape on the top of the well just to kind of give it that open look. So I'm just going to do an oval at the top. Okay. And now to make it look like it's made out of brick, you don't need to brick the whole thing, but what I like to do sometimes just to make it obviously appear as if it's made of brick, is just on the front of the well, I'll just draw a few bricks. So like on the left side, I'll do 1 brick, 2 bricks, 3 bricks. And on the right side, I'll do 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 brick. And that just kind of gives it the general shape that it's made out of brick. So we got the woman, we got Jesus, and now we have our well. So those are the 3 main things. Now, what are things you can do to maybe embellish it a little bit? Anything you can add to it? I'm going to add a little sunshine. So on the top of above the well, I'm going to draw a sun, which for me, I just do with a circle, and then have some rays coming off the circle to symbolize the sun rays. Okay, there's my sunshine. And now maybe you can draw kind of in the background, maybe some rolling hills, just a few soft lines behind them to symbolize some hills. And there you go. And then maybe some clouds in the sky. All right, so I got my picture of the woman at the well, which is a beautiful story that really illustrates what Jesus came to do on this earth. You know, he didn't come for specific people. He came for all of us. He loves all of us, and he died for all of us. And so it's important for us to understand that, you know, especially as we go into a new week, that we can have the confidence that no matter what we've done, no matter who we are, or any mistakes or anything like that we've made, that Jesus loves us, he cares for us, and he wants us to have a relationship with him. So I hope you can go into your next week with confidence knowing that. And again, with this picture, you know, I hope you enjoy doing these draw-alongs. Like I've said, I know that sometimes listening to someone draw people, especially in different positions and holding things, it might be a little challenging. There could be some frustration along the way, but I hope you know that that's okay to feel those things. But the important thing is that we learn how to manage those feelings and use our frustration or things that we maybe feel like we didn't do to our best. Use those areas of opportunity to improve, keep improving. Art is a great teacher because even some of the greatest artists in the world still are learning. They're always growing, and they all had to start somewhere. Greatness always has to start somewhere. So just rest in that. Know that there isn't anyone out there in the world who's great at something that just was born with that ability. Yes, God gives us gifts, but it's our responsibility to take those gifts and sharpen the tools that he gives us. It just takes time. So anyways, once you get your drawing in a place you like, go ahead and color it in and keep it somewhere in your house as a reminder of what Jesus came to do, which is to reach all of us. And I really enjoyed drawing with you guys today. We have another fun week starting tomorrow, so have a great rest of your Sunday. Until next time.